morning, friends. Off on another adventure, making our way over to Monterey County. Got a good tip from a guy on Facebook to head over to the Fort Ord National Monument. Let's get on the road and check it out. It's a little chilly this morning, probably 50 degrees, just about 10 o'clock a.m. So in the middle of the night last night, trying to think of where it would be appropriate to consider riding without causing any damage to the trails. Was kind of following a couple links on Facebook and a couple of the mountain biking groups, and somebody identified Fort Ord National Monument. You know, you got different camps about when you should ride following a rainstorm, and obviously we had a pretty heavy rainstorm with that atmospheric river that came through on Thursday. So it leaves a lot of these mountains and a lot of these trails pretty soaked, pretty drenched. And when you mountain bike on those trails following a big rainstorm, it could cause a lot of damage to the trail. The other factor is you got a lot of volunteers who spend time repairing these trails, maintaining the trails. And when you get out and ride on these trails following a big rainstorm, it kind of undoes a lot of their efforts. It's probably inconsiderate to get out there and ride. One opinion was, you know, you need 1 day per inch of rain. You know, there's a lot of different opinions, so you just want to be mindful about it. I'm trying to be mindful about it. Obviously, I'm eager to get out and ride, as many mountain bikers are. Man, the air quality looks awesome. Probably the visibility from what I'm seeing out the windshield is really awesome. Some great views, and can't wait to get over there and get some riding in and give you guys some feedback of what I find. Getting kind of near the trail, I am seeing a ton of cars parked. So I'm imagining there's a ton of people that are going to be riding out here today. Or I should say, I am now just getting geared up and ready to kind of explore around a little bit. The weather, when I first got here about 20 minutes ago, was exceptionally hot and bright sun. And I was thinking, man, a long sleeve shirt may be too much. And I initially was thinking it was going to be really cold here because it was cold when I left Fresno. Tons of people here in the parking lot, as I mentioned earlier when we pulled in. So I'm kind of curious to see what these trails look like. Well, the trail conditions seem really nice, really good. Don't see a lot of mud or water puddles anywhere. They say the soil here is mostly sand and that it drains relatively quick. Some places back there underneath that canopy are still moist or a little muddy.
All right, single track. Dirt's pretty tacky. I don't see any loose spots, but I won't want to slam my brakes and slide. Pretty good canopy over top, so some good little shade or shelter here. I don't see any water puddling anywhere. I'm not sinking, but I know that dirt is not tight. You can see skid marks here and there. Pick up some good speed around there. Whew. I'm always a little more cautious when I'm riding blind. Never have seen the trail prior. Whew. That was actually the first puddle back there I saw. Whew. All right, back down to Skyline. So Monterey County, population about 440,000 people. It's really split up into two different economies or population. You got the upper class side of Monterey, which would include Monterey and Carmel, over into Big Sur and that kind of area. When I say upper scale, we're talking about the medium income and the home value. Then you got the other side of the coin, which is the Salinas Valley River area. Although the cost of living is better than Monterey, it's still pretty expensive there, but the income is pretty low. Salinas is the biggest city in Monterey County, and that's also the county seat. Monterey is one of the original 27 counties of California, starting in 1850. Big piece of the economy for Monterey is mostly tourism. Some of the finest golfing facilities like Pebble Beach. You got 17 Mile Drive. You've got Big Sur and Highway 1 out through Carmel over the Bixby Bridge. So a lot of tourism when you look at Cannery Row, Monterey Bay Aquarium, and probably some of the finest views and real estate available overlooking the Monterey Peninsula. So starting back in 1917, this was like an artillery target practice range for the U.S. Army. Monterey's been one of the most desirable pieces of land the U.S. military has owned. It housed the 7th Infantry, which is a light infantry unit. And they used to also have a training school here where recruits would be sitting here for boot camp or basic training. In 1992, part of the Reclamation and Closure Base Project under Bill Clinton, the base was closed. Just a couple years later, it was reopened as the California State University of Monterey Bay. So now we have a college program down here for this part of the state. Now it's part of the Fort Ord National Monument. So a lot of this land now is run by the Bureau of Land Management, and a lot of these trails have been created and are managed for hiking, for horseback riding, for mountain biking, and just really for the public to be able to use this land. Hey, there's some standing water there, a little puddle. All right, Trail 49. To my surprise, it's downhill. I probably misread the map, but that means I got an uphill on the way back. Woo. Looks pretty good. Slightly soft, but I don't see any standing water up here. Take your time through some of these switchbacks. A little soft there. Hello. It's going to be a two-way trail, it looks like. Pretty sandy in here. All right, got some downhill here. That's pretty loose right through there. Ooh. You can pick up your speed around some of these corners. Take your time. That's kind of a little fun downhill section. Hi guys, how was it?
Oh my God, funnest trail all day. Coming down.
How about going up?
It's a lot of up.
Huh?
Awesome
That's
down.
a downhill flow
Yeah,
trail.
it's
It is
really
downhill?
down.
Gotcha.
But you can go up and
You
down.
can still go up
Yeah, no, I came up this one.
from 49
Oh,
now.
49, yeah.
Yeah, so
a good one.
I figured this will loop me back and get me
That was fun.
good stuff, huh? All right.
That was a
Oh,
blast.
you can fly on that. It's like a roller coaster.
Huh. Whew, that is a steep service road right there, just climbed. And did not see the service road being this steep on Trail Forks. One thing I need to do that I totally forgot to do is I turned my shock off, my rear shock, when I was climbing. And I forgot to turn it back on. And I would probably like a little bit of travel to assist me. And I think that's it. All right. A lot of loose pebbles on this. So it seems like most of these trails are more flow trails, not a lot of obstacles. I don't see any boulders or rocks or drops or anything really. Just switchbacks, no berms. Whew. Turn that bell off. I saw this trail when I was riding up top a little bit looking down. I thought that's probably going to be a pretty good. There it is ahead of me. Hey guys. Whew. Oh, to be young again. I'm a big guy, 6'3". There's some branches that are pretty close to the top of my head, so I'm having to duck underneath a lot of that stuff. So just be aware if you're tall. All right, we're on the final descent on Trail 31. Back to the car. I am thoroughly beat and exhausted. Here's how far I went. I'm gonna probably peg it right around 7-8 miles. I may be way off, it's just how it feels. Thank you. We're back at the car. All right, I wanted to take a moment to do a kind of a post-ride review. I am beat, and I thought I had probably gone about 8 miles. I ended up going almost 15 miles, and so I guess that explains why I'm pretty beat. It's a really flowy trail here, and what I mean by that, a lot of the stuff that I'm used to riding, we pretty much go climb the mountain, ride down the mountain. And so either you earn your ride going up, but then it's a lot of fun coming down, obviously. And out here, it's a little different because it's kind of flowy, meaning you're going uphill and then you're going downhill. The dirt was really good out here. The trails are really well marked, which I really enjoyed and liked and appreciate. The maintenance out here is really nice. But other than that, there wasn't a lot of obstacles. It was really just kind of climb and drop, climb and drop. It's now 5:30 and I got about a 2.5 hour drive home. I may just kind of eat and drive home. All levels, you guys can ride this. Beginner level, brand new, experienced rider. If you're more of a gravel or a road biker, you'll find a lot of stuff here where you'll really be able to stretch your legs. If you like climbing, you're gonna really enjoy that part of it. If you get a chance, I'd really appreciate it if you take some time to go ahead and subscribe and like the channel. That means a lot to me. And also, I just want to encourage you guys to get out there, get in the saddle, find your path.